Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails to Azure. We have a few more places left to go in Crossbell and a few little places on the outside of it, like St. Ursula and of course Amica Village and Tangram Gate. And 2 out of those 3 destinations we need to be for our quest, so that's a really good thing. So let's finish off by going to the Civic Center, the library and of course to the new tower. Well, the Civic Center will be unavailable to reserve for the duration of the trade conference. With how close we are to Orcus Tower, we can't afford to let anything happen here that might jeopardize the event. I understand that. Door's locked. Oh, hello. I was told I could apply for resident registration here? Yes. Resident registration matters can still be taken care of at the Civic Center. Just ask the reception desk on the first floor for more details. Magnus Hector. Very important. Alright, Civic Center. Nice small little place, I don't mind. Oh, how's it going, Uncle Miles? Oh, hey there, Lloyd. I'm doing swell. Did you come today because of my request? Guilty as charged. Mind sharing the details with us? The outline mentioned something about collecting ancient text from Stargazer Tower, correct? Yes, that's right. I'm guessing you're all familiar with Stargazer Tower. It's the ruin right off the side of Ursula Road. The Guardian Force has prohibited civilians from entering for quite a while now. As of just recently, however, they're allowing some research to be done there with permission. Oh, that's exactly correct. The previous commander left the place completely uninvestigated. He wrote it off as a waste of the CGF resources. But now, in the interest of gathering intel, civilians can investigate the premises so long as they file a report afterwards. That's largely in part because the tower is no longer inhabited by monsters. Is that so? Yep, matter of fact, Nielsen actually went to investigate it the other day. He said he found some real items of interest in there. You mean the reporter? But wait, isn't he blind? Yeah, but he brought a reporter from Crossbell Times along with him. He's a real self-starter, that Nielsen. Nothing can get between him and a potential story. I assume these items of interest were the ancient text referenced in your request then. Come to think of it, I remember seeing something like that back when we were chasing after Jin. Yeah, there was one floor with a lot of those little magician ghosts. I don't know exactly what the name is, but that's what they look like. And it was inside of some sort of library, so like 2/3 of the tower. And that was at the top, so yes, a lot of books. There were these tall ash shelves halfway up the tower and on the top floor. They were packed full to bursting with dusty old books, probably the same ones you're looking for. Oh, so you guys already know where they are. This should be easy then. Obviously, the library can't just abandon valuable documents like that to rot in a tower. So, can I count on the SSS to retrieve them for us? Well, archival preservation is indeed one of the library's most essential functions. There's just one little problem though. Yeah, how are we supposed to carry all of those books back to the city? Just thinking about how many trips it would take makes my head spin. No, we have a car. We just have to carry them down the tower and into the car and then it should be okay. That's a good point. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I wanted you to bring back every single one of them. All I'm asking is that you investigate and give me an estimate on how much manpower and time it would take to have them all delivered. And don't worry, I've already cleared the request with the CGF and City Hall. The Guardian Force said they'd take the barrier down if you accepted. In that case, I see no problem in lending a hand. Basically, we're going to be your scouting team, and the real labor will come later. Oh, that wouldn't be too difficult. Most of us already have prior experience climbing Stargazer Tower. How about it then? Will you accept? Hey Miles, just because you're our uncle, yes. Oh, we'd love to help Uncle Miles. Ah, thank you Lloyd, you're doing me a big favor here. Sit tight for a bit, I'm going to put in a call to the Guardian Force and ask them to remove the barricade. Oh, you can just let me handle this. It'll be faster if I contact Commander Bales directly. Good thinking, Noel. I'll say go right on ahead. Commander Bales of the Guardian Force speaking. Oh, hello, Commander. This is Sergeant Major Noel Seeker calling. Ah, Seeker. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, actually, the SSS had a request. Noel explained to Sonia that they needed to investigate Stargazer Tower for a support request. Ah, yes. For the library, correct? They did notify us about conducting a formal investigation. I would say you're more than qualified for the job. I'll have a patrol unit in the area remove the barricade for you at once. Thank you, ma'am. Well, I should get back to work. Good luck and stay vigilant. Okay, we're good to go. Thanks, Noel. Gee, that was even easier than I expected. This SS sure does have some incredible connections. Well, I suppose we do. Now then, shall we head to Stargazer Tower? Yeah, let's. Look forward to good news, Uncle Miles. I will. You all take care out there. Yeah, he knows our work and he knows he can trust us. It'd be great help if you could investigate Stargazer Tower off Ursula Road for me. From what I hear, there's still a bunch of ancient texts left over there. I want you to find them all and tell me how much it will cost to have them transported to the library. I'll be counting on you. Definitely. Well, Miles told me that there's reams upon reams of ancient texts just sitting in Stargazer Tower. Chances are high that they'll be in tatters after all these years though. Regardless, it's astounding that such important documents were left neglected for so long. As a historical researcher, it makes me resent how carelessly the CGF handled things. As much as it hurt to hear, he is right. Sure, but the old commander was the one in charge of managing the place. No need to beat ourselves up over something that's out of our control. True. Yeah, and with Sonia in charge right now, it will only be better for it. Oh, the director was ecstatic to learn about the large number of ancient texts inside Stargazer Tower. He said they'd like to house them all here at the library. Do we even have enough room in our basement archives though? Probably not, but I think that's a problem he's willing to face later. Oh, the library is both quiet and comfortable. There's just something about the smell of books that put me at ease. Mom says books smell good, I don't really get it though. She smells way better anyway. It's always so nice and relaxing. Yeah. I get that. Oh wait. Oh yeah, of course we can just read the books if we wanted to. Alright, let's head to our final destination in town. And then we can start looking elsewhere. Alright, that is of course Orchid Tower. Everyone around the tower is going to be busy preparing for tomorrow. We don't have any business to tend to there, so let's not get in their way. Alright, a very easy one at that. Let's get to West Street. Oh wait, there was an actual direct one to our garage. Yes. Install parts, EP charger. And now that it's installed, I kinda wanna check out if the store has anything else. And while we're here, might as well deliver what we have. Thank you very much. A Medal of Valor. Thank you as well. Alright. Maybe we need to start putting a beware of guard dog sign while you're out here. Nah, Zaid wouldn't do anything. He's the nicest dog we know. And we don't know much dogs. Yes, there it is, the CP charger. Fully restores CP when the party is inside. Making the car extremely useful, because it means that we don't have to pay for it in anymore. We can just take the car with us and then sleep in our car. I know how it sounds, it might not be comfortable, but it's free. Technically speaking, even though we spent like 10,000 with this like 2 years worth of ints. I still like it though. I think the closest to Stargazer is just the Ursula Road. Yes, and we're going to Stargazer Tower first, then to Amica Village, exterminate the monster, and then we'll do the urgent request. Let's do it in the right order. Let's not try starting the urgent request if there's no necessity for it just yet. Ooh, earthworm. Celestial Ball. You pick up an invitation for a fighting game, but put it down so you can focus on support requests. Which is exactly what we do around here. You material 2061. Yet he paused his raised hand. Suddenly, the conundrum grew twice greater in his mind. It's not. I know it's not. Confound it all. Yeah, that book sounds really good, doesn't it? I would have definitely bought it if it was in the stores. Is this it? I think it is. Alright, keep an eye out that we are not being attacked by monsters unless we actually want to. Like, there's still a lot of places here that we have monsters we need to fight, need to scan, that kind of stuff. But for now, let's leave them be. And we can fight most of them in between the episodes if we really wanted to, and complete our monster guide, so we can get the reward from there too. But for now, we are here with other business. And I'm hoping that by the time we get there, that we'll also have a spot to park the car next time. Yes, the good old Stargazer Tower. And of course, next time on the way back, we'll just cut it. Here we are, Stargazer Tower. It's been a long time since our last visit. This thing looks a lot more imposing when you're standing right in front of it. And we're going to be searching the place? Sounds like a good time to me. The CGF took down the barricade for us, so we should be able to start our investigation immediately. Well, we can't be too cautious. Try to keep your guards up scaling this sucker, yeah? Right, thanks for the reminder. Alright, once we're ready, let's head inside and get this request on the way. I'm sure there's gonna be a few monsters in here, isn't it? It cannot be as easy as just walking upstairs. Are the higher elements back again? I don't see any monsters, so looking good. Yeah, the beauty of Stargazer Tower. The silence is almost deafening. Well, the CGF scouting reports have found any trace of fiends around here since the cult incident. That was why they decided to allow civilians to survey the tower again. Do you suppose the bell at the top of the tower summoned them, the way the one at the Moon Temple did? The bell? Now that you mention it, I did catch wind of something like that before. Either way, I'm not gonna complain about having no baddies to fight on the way up. Let's get a move on, gang. Yeah, but remember, do not let your guard down. Let's keep an eye out as we climb the tower. Which is always a good idea, because we want to investigate the rest of the tower as well, just in case the chests in here are closed up again. And we can get some extra rewards, because without monsters, a lot easier to get to them. And mostly a lot faster as well. Oh, careful down. I wonder if the chest, if they were in here, if they would be on the same location as they were in 0. That does sound like it should be, right? But there was here a chest before too. Could it mean that they already erased this entire place of all the valuable stuff, excluding the books? Oh well. We'll pay good enough attention as we can. If we come across something, it will be ours. If not, screw them for taking it away from us. Let's see. Yes. Wait a minute. This can't be right. They're all gone. Let me guess. Ouroboros? Probably. What? The bookshelves? They're completely empty. That's what we're saying. It wasn't like that the last time we came here. The request report seems to imply they were still filled just recently. Are you saying that someone snuck in here and smuggled the books out? There's no way the CGF would have noticed something like that. I'm more keen on the why than the how. What would anyone even want with those musty old tomes? I don't know, but we're not going to find out standing around here. There were some shelves on the top floor too. Let's go have a look. You're right, we should confirm whether or not those books are missing as well. That is true. But it's already a very bad sign that these books are gone as well. There's a weighing scale here. And here as well. Are we going to be judged if we stand in there? Alright, let's climb the tower. And they are right. If someone that's not the CGF would have taken the books, they would have seen it, unless they took the books away, not from the front exit, but maybe from the rooftop, with maybe a flying machine. I wouldn't say helicopter because that's just, I don't know what kind of flying machine they will be using. Like for the RSA, it doesn't use the same principles as that. But you know what I'm getting at. That's fine. It's a lot easier though, trying to check all the locations like this. Feels a bit barren though. And this place is actually quite big if you think about it. Yeah, and the place always looks so much smaller with all the monsters there we needed to defeat. Not even a save point anymore. Yeah, everything is gone here too. I figured as much. Ooh, few books left. Could it be a hint? But who could have taken them? You don't suppose it was someone connected to the cult, do you? Well, that's one possibility to be sure. We know the alchemists who built this tower had their ties to them. Whoever took the books might have been trying to hide an ugly truth. But there shouldn't be any traces of the cult remaining anymore. Joachim Gunther was supposed to have been the last of them. Man, none of this makes a lick of sense. True, but take a close look. There are still some books that were left behind. It's not exactly what the request called for, but I don't see why we shouldn't at least turn in those. Good call. I wish we could turn up even a hint on what happened here. But for now, let's take what we can and report back to Uncle Miles. Lloyd and the group informed Miles of the books that had vanished off the shelves in Stargazer Tower. And that's about the size of it. You can't be serious. How could someone steal so many texts? Not to mention hold them away without anyone noticing. There's just no logic to it. Well, I wish we could tell you, but we have no idea what happened to them. No, I understand. It's not like it was your fault. If only we could at least know what kind of books they were. Well, it ain't all bad news. We managed to salvage a few that were left behind. They're not much, unfortunately. However, you may still be able to learn something about the missing texts by examining them. Really? To be fair, we couldn't make heads or tails of the context ourselves. So I'm not sure how useful they'll actually be, but here you go. Lloyd handed over the books from the tower. These books? From what we could gather, they were written in the Middle Ages. They're so old and dingy, though, that it's tough to make out the words on the page. Were you able to figure something out? This is incredible. This and this one too. They're grimoires from the Middle Ages. Grimoires? Yes, tomes outlining alchemies and magical tools for a bygone era. I'll have to decipher the text to know what they could cover definitively, but I can tell that much from the illustrations. Wow, that's really incredible. I guess that makes these pretty valuable. But if that's the case, then why leave them behind? Maybe the person who snatched the rest of the books thought they were unimportant. Either way, it's going to be hard to get any clues from these alone. You could be right. In the end, we're still left with a mystery. Come on now, that doesn't change the fact that you've made a few priceless additions to the library collection. That's a job well done in my book. I knew I could count on you, SSS. Well, it was our pleasure, sir. I'm going to preserve these in our archive downstairs, just to be safe. They can sit there until I can get Nielsen and a few others to take a good hard look at them. Thanks for all the help. I'll request your services again if I need them. Oh, glad to hear it, Uncle Miles. We're always happy to help. And of course we would. It's a shame we couldn't collect the rest of the books that were supposed to be in the tower. Still, these grimoires are an incredible, valuable find as is. Thanks for all the help. I'll be requesting your services again the next time I need them. And we'll be here, like always. Okay, so that's the request here. That means we have one town we can visit just to check up on things. We have one quest towards that town, meaning we'll probably have to walk just to make sure we do not miss that encounter. And yeah, then we just have the urgent request we need to do. So let's start walking and have a good hard look on. That's the one I'm looking for. That we do not miss out on the monster on the road. Unless I've mistaken it in my head, but I think it's here. Yes, Old Amica Road, a Sepith demon. Well, with the 4 full bars, we should definitely be able to take down a Sepith monster. And it's probably gonna be a bit more than just one. It has to be. Yeah, let me guess. It's gonna be that set in the middle of the road, isn't it? That way that we have to walk all over every single one of them. Which I'm perfectly fine with. Yeah, I know, I'm just teasing it. Well, we got the bus stop up there. We know it's not towards Tangram Gate, so that side is already cornered off. Might as well take care of this one. Oh, especially as a group. Thank you very much. Terra Bomb. 1461. As part of a business venture pushed upon him by his father-in-law, Cyril and his wife were now in Bose to meet with its mayor. Its market was ever bustling and property values around it continued to rise. Yeah, we've been to the place. Pretty famous spot. Yeah, too close for pickup. Ooh, all those muffins. don't think any of the monsters on the road will probably pose a threat. But we do want them on the scanning table, of course. Alright, let's just straight go to where we need to be. Old Amica Road. Well, we'll definitely are coming into the right direction. And of course, picking up all those random items. It might seem like a little thing individually, but if we keep this up the entire game, it becomes quite a bit of free stuff. And let's be honest, who does not like free stuff? There it is. Alright, that's have an attempt at it. I think we should be fine, but never assume you're strong enough. Oh, that was really quick. Yes. Well, these three should be gone if Randy and Lloyd have done their thing. Oh, every single one of them. Randy in this perfect attack. Ooh, so close. I'm not gonna use the other CP. They have just too little. Well, they have a pretty decent defense though. Yeah, I know. That's fine, we can take it. Ooh, might get a few new materials from this. Can you stop flaming about, really? Ah, wind. Oh yes, we definitely have that. Just in case the boys aren't enough. Oh, a sliver for that. Oh well. They're still dead. That's what counts. New 3U material. Exterminated monster on Old Amica Road. Craft book blue. A spy with my little eye? Another craft book. Hey newbies, look like you're up. Well no? Think we can pull it off? Yeah, let's do it. Null and was he learned? Blue Breaker. By spending 100 CP each, they can unleash a powerful combo attack. Yes, they can. Alright, let's get rid of you so we can pick up the items. Ooh. Pennas. Well, if you're still here, on the drawing board you go. Yeah, I remember this type of enemy. I don't know if it's exactly the same thing. That in Trails in the Sky, it gave us like a stick, a fighting stick for Estelle. Yeah, it's so ingrained in my thoughts from all those time back. Alright, looking good. Rest area. public location, so please pick up after yourself, cause no one else will. Oh, and who might you be? My name is Lloyd, and I guess I represent the Fisherman's Guild. You're with the Imperial Fishing Club, I'm guessing. Oh, so you're finally come to face me. I'm the sole woman of the Elite Four, Kaguya, the Dragon Princess. Trouncing the likes of the Fisherman Guild is nothing for someone of my royal caliber. Your crushing defeat will be as swift as it's decisive. Anyway, I suggest you not harbor any delusions of being able to defeat me, if you value your dignity, that is. Okay. But before we get too carried away, I must first ascertain your worthiness. Should you wish to challenge me, you will have to represent a catch of a 130 reg or more. Only then shall we talk further. Oh, I'm doing so well today that I fear I'll fish this pond into extinction. Lord Lake Lord, if you only could see how my passion for you would make my talent flower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my record is not good enough at the moment. There's no size there. It is 18. 65 ain't bad. Standard stuff, definitely not super bad. Alright, let's continue onwards, cause we haven't caught anything big enough to challenge her with. So there's no point in even asking her. She might even consider it an insult that we stopped her from enjoying her own fishing time. We shouldn't be too far away from Amica anyway. At least I don't think so. Yes, the ancient battlefield. Well, at the moment we do not need to be there, and they closed it off, which is a very wise decision of the townspeople. I do stand behind that. Alright, let's finish off the last few legs. And there we are, back in Amica Village. It's been a while. I wonder how the sun is doing. Did they manage to find a way forward, or are they still arguing? Amica Village. Well, isn't that a breathtaking sight? This is Amica Village, right? Yes, it is. Their main industries are agriculture, livestock and beekeeping. This is one of the few places where the legend of the divine wolf still persists. That's right, it's also the first location we ever investigated outside the city. Oh yeah, the incident with the Mafia warhounds. That takes me back. I remember us handing off the investigation to all of you back when the special support section was just some no-name police squad. Ironically, the whole damn mess could have been avoided if not for the corrupt idiot of a commander you had. Well, that case was also when we met Zaid. It was only thanks to him saving us that we were able to resolve the case. And he's been a great help to us ever since. Not just in fights, but in other cases where we needed his support too. Isn't it more than half the people you meet end up having to bail you out? I mean, why else would you hire me on? The SS practically specializes in having the spotlight stolen from them. Technically, he is not entirely wrong. Oh, Kenneth, was he? Damn, man, picking at some old wounds. Well, I think we've come a long way since those days, and our best are still ahead of us, I'd say. That is true, and we remember this car, so we know who's in town. Howdy, and welcome to Amica Village. Our village raises crops, livestock and bees. We've also got our fair share of scenic views, so feel free to stay a while. Oh yeah, there were some strange folks here the other day. I wonder what they were all about. Oh well, as long as I can keep driving my truck, it ain't none of my business. Let me guess. Crimson and Co. Oh, it's been peaceful around here lately, and thanks to the rain we've had, the crops have been doing really well. Still, it's weather like today that makes me want to bask in the sun. Maybe I could spread some straw in the bed of the orbital truck and lie down for a nap. I'm guessing you could? I think the bigger question is, should you? I used to live in the city with my mom. Since we moved to America, every day has been a brand new experience. I can't even remember why I was so against moving here in the first place. I think a calf's being born is pretty amazing, but I guess you get used to it once you've lived here long enough. Ugh, this village has been too much peace and quiet. The only news we get around here is just our cow gave birth and stuff like that. Can something big and exciting happen for once? I mean, yeah, the baby cow was cute, but still, I just want some chaos, you know, like real crazy stuff. Trust me, soon enough, I think the craziness will come. Oh, I'll never be bored as long as I have my brother around. Things have been even funnier too, now that Stefan's playing with us. Very good compliment. Harold stopped in earlier to do some business. He's a real promising merchant, that one. Could stand to follow his example. Yeah, still, again, all that kind of stuff. Welcome, go ahead and have a look-see around or whatever. We've got some honey, I guess. Man, I wasn't made for this customer service stuff. Crowns keep telling me to take after Mr. Haywood's example. But honestly, comparing me to a long-time merchant like him isn't fair at all. Well, you gotta start somewhere. Alright, some raising flags for Null. That's still good. Just one building at a time. Oh, welcome to the Ashtrian. Go ahead and sit wherever you like. I highly recommend you give our omelette rice a try, by the way. We recently revamped the recipe. It's so tasty you'll be asking for seconds bite in. Oh, Mr. Haywood is renting a room upstairs. I think he's done with negotiation for the day. Maybe I should bring him some coffee. Oh, my dearest Celie, every day she graces this inn with her presence. Her smile is just so captivating. Time slips away when I see her and I end up staying here all day. And they don't mind that at all. Chef's special omelette rice. Ah, you folks. Were at the police, was it? The special support section? Thank you for all your help before. Ah, same here. I remember when you saved those tourists over at the ancient battlefield. Oh yeah, I caused you a bit of trouble with that overdue library book too. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the job. Have there been any other strange incidents around here recently? Not particularly. The village has been pretty peaceful as of late. I should mention though that we've had some unfamiliar faces pass through. Oh yeah, that giant red-headed man and his cohorts. A giant red-headed man? Would you say his hair was the same shade as mine? Now that you mention it? Yeah, that's looks about right. Aside from the big guy, there was an energetic young girl with the same red hair. Would you happen to have any idea why they were here and what they were doing? Oh, sorry, but I wasn't really keeping too close of an eye on them. Did you see anything, Alf? Well, I did see them buying some things over at the general store. Cheese, bacon, rye bread and the like, all in bulk too. Old Rior was over the moon. He made a mountain of mirror of them. Interesting. So the Red Constellation visited this village. They were stocking up on provisions from the sound of it. Everything they bought has a long shelf life. Jaegers always maintain a sizable food supply. It's a fundamental part of how they operate. Battles could break out at any time, so they always need to prepare for the unexpected. A corps as battle-hardened as them isn't gonna cut corners on that sort of thing. You learn something new every day. Still, could that really be the only reason they were here? We can't know for sure. For now, let's make a note of what we've learned and move on. Thank you, that was very helpful. Please feel free to contact us if you need anything. I can't say I understand what this is all about, but I can tell it's no light work. Stop by when you have the time to spare, and I'll whip up some of my delicious omelette rice for you. Those folks bought a whole lot of shelf stable food for Eeyore. Maybe they're going mountain climbing? They were an old bunch, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe they're going to the ancient battlefield to steal more documents. Could be. Oh, Mr. Hayward, so you're in America today. Ah, the special support section. Fancy meeting you here. And yes, I came over to conduct some business negotiations. Another day of honest work, I take it. Indeed, and as lucky as I might have it, my trip here has earned me some favorable deals. Speaking of which, would you all be so kind as to accept this for me? Yo, can we really have all this? Absolutely. I ended up with some extras in one of my transactions. My family couldn't possibly use it all, so I hope you can be of use to you. Well, in that case, we'll gladly accept them. On the bright side of things, I've been able to make some lucrative deals today. Unfortunately, Chief Tolka and Derek arguments show no signs of slowing. I am rather concerned about them both. Their relationship as far as father and son must be incredibly strained. I can see that. Even if it's just by all the information we got from it from Zero. Oh, I moved here from Crossbell City with my son Stefan a while back. He hated it at first, but thankfully, I think he's gotten used to living here. Gofan has been renting us this room for cheap out of the goodness of his heart. The people here certainly know how to make a warm welcome. Yeah, and they still have enough room to actually use as an inn, so no problem there. Car Freak Volume 2. Pop paintwork. Ooh. It's gonna be popping. Alright. A few more little places to go. We grow all sorts of veggies here. The sun shines down on them real good in these parts. That's where all the flavor comes from. Then we ship them out to the city. Tickles me pink to know even the city folk can enjoy our harvest. Folks are importing more produce lately, but I bet my right arm that still has some beat in taste. Oh, Aretha officially moved here not too long ago. Her son became good friends with our Camille and Puli. I'm glad to see they're getting along. They've been renting a room at the inn for the time being. I should go say hello every now and then. Oh, I think they would really appreciate that. Oh, Stefan has become good friends with our Camille and Puli. There are many children in our village, so I'm glad they get along. Me too. And they seem good kids from what we've seen. Our crop yield and livestock haven't been doing well lately, so the village finances are on the downturn. Despite that, the village chief, my father, still refuses to let me go of his old ways of thinking. As the future chief of the village, it's my responsibility to do something about this. We can't just let ourselves be hamstrung by tradition. The prosperity of the village depends on it. As the future chief of America, it's my responsibility to do something about this. Then go for it. I know you can do it if you really wanted to. But yeah, let's talk to the chief. He probably has an opinion about this. Alright. Ah, the special support section. Oh, it's been a while, Chief Tolta. That it has. I heard you all had resumed your duties. It's good to see you in good health. Is something the matter, sir? Well, I've been dealing with a personal problem lately, but it's hardly significant enough for me to trouble you all with. Well, we really don't mind though. If you have an issue, there's no harm in telling us what it is. Yeah, keeping this stuff all bottled up can be good for your health. And you never know, the SSS might be able to help you out. I appreciate that, but it's really nothing so important. If I can't solve it on my own, I'll send you a request, but for now, don't give it a second thought. Well, alright, if you insist. Please, get in touch if you ever need anything. In that case, of course, you'll be the first I turn to. And I'm thinking he definitely will. Oh, my husband and son have been getting into rather intense discussions about the village future recently. That isn't necessarily a bad thing, but neither is willing to concede or rash, so it always ends up spiraling out of control. At this rate, our relationship with Derek is only bound to get worse. Oh, it gives me a migraine. If Derek and Toto were to debate over how best to run this village, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's their stubborn refusal to compromise that's giving me a migraine. Yeah, they both have a great idea on how to maintain the village, but if they don't come back in the middle, neither of the plans will work out to the fullest. Alright, that's the entirety of Amica Village. I'm gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna go probably to the boathouse and Tangram Gate. And once we've completed whatever they want us to do at Tangram Gate, we'll go to St. Ursula to finish up our urgent requests and see where the main story takes us. But for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue to help everyone as the SSS. See you then, bye bye.